the world of the internet, there's one thing everyone is excited about right now. And I'm not talking about those stupid monkey NFTs everyone is buying. Non-fungible? Have you never heard of a printer? Just print them all out. There, I just saved you $1 million. No, the hottest trend in tech right now is the Metaverse. And you know it's hot because no one will shut up about it.
The Metaverse is defined as a virtual reality space where people can play games, connect with friends, and even go to virtual concerts. A parallel world in your computer or phone.
The Metaverse is where tech is headed.
You see Apple dedicating time here, Microsoft, Samsung, NVIDIA. It's really hard to ignore or to label this as a fad.
Facebook has changed its company name to Meta.
It's short for Metaverse, a virtual reality considered by many to be the future of the internet.
That's right. Facebook changed its name to Meta before the Metaverse even caught on. It's like tattooing a girl's name on your arm after 2 dates. Luckily, if it all goes south, Zuckerberg can just change it to Metamucil and pretend it was a fiber company the whole time. But yes, the Metaverse is coming. Not that anybody asked for it. These companies just decided to move us all into the Metaverse like they're putting their grandma into a nursing home. Sorry, Nana, you have to live in the computer now. But apparently, we should all be excited because the Metaverse will let us build our own worlds and explore the limits of human imagination, which makes you think you'll be flying on dragons to an orgy full of unicorns. You know, the thing we all dream about. The only problem is the Metaverse is being made by Microsoft and Facebook, so you know it's gonna be boring as shit.
Meta is also working to bring remote workers into a similar virtual space. This app is called Facebook Workrooms, and it's designed for meetings. It's a sign of what a professional piece of the Metaverse will look like.
It basically gives you the opportunity to sit around a table with people and work and brainstorm and whiteboard ideas. It's this pretty amazing experience where you feel like you're really right there with your colleagues.
Microsoft just unveiling some new tools to immerse users in the workplace, integrating avatars and virtual reality features into Teams by the middle of next year. PowerPoint will be available in the Metaverse as well.
Oh, thank God there'll be PowerPoint in the Metaverse. I can't wait for the immersive experience of feeling like I'm inside a pie chart. So let me get this straight. The Metaverse gives us endless possibilities and you want to have virtual meetings? Imagine a world where your Sharpie never runs out of ink. You did it again, Zuckerberg. And even though the Metaverse looks like the wet dream of a billionaire robot, somehow real people are laying down actual money to pretend to live there.
There's a land rush happening, and it's not in New York City or Beverly Hills. Early speculators, professional realtors, and celebrities are buying up virtual land for millions of dollars.
Sales of virtual land on the major Metaverse platforms topped $500 million last year.
Celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Paris Hilton are also diving into the digital land grab.
Here in the sandbox, this piece of land with Snoop Dogg's face on it is owned by the rapper. He's building a virtual mansion on it.
Buyers all want to be neighbors of Snoop Dogg's upcoming mansion, a parcel next to him just selling for $500,000.
You're paying $500,000 to live next to Snoop Dogg in the Metaverse? All that money and you can't even get a contact high. Hell, for $500,000, you can buy enough drugs to think you are Snoop Dogg. But this is how bad the real estate market is. Now I'm being priced out of worlds that don't even exist. There's nothing more depressing than showing up to the Metaverse and needing a roommate. But even if you got rid of the meetings and the dumb houses, the Metaverse is always going to be made up of people. And people are gonna make anything shitty.
Facebook parent company Meta is adding a feature to combat virtual reality harassment. It comes after a woman claims she was verbally and sexually harassed within a minute of joining a virtual game last year.
Less than 30 seconds into it, I was suddenly surrounded by 3 male avatars with male voices who were kind of saying sexual innuendos to me. Before I knew it, they were, for lack of a better word, groping my avatar.
That's right. Women are being harassed within seconds of joining the Metaverse. I guess they were right. It is just like a real office. Like, how is Facebook not prepared for this? Pervs have been a part of the internet since day one. You know the sound your dial-up connection used to make? That was your modem having an orgasm. Disgusting. So overall, it seems like the Metaverse is a total shit show. But there is one small silver lining.
A word of warning if you're visiting the Metaverse. Insurance firm Aviva says it saw a 31% increase in claims involving those VR headsets last year, you know, the ones that wear over your eyes. The average claim for VR-related damages was about $880. Most of those incidents involved cracked TV screens. Aviva says it's already processed a number of claims so far this year.
He did?
You know what? I take it all back. I love the Metaverse now. If it's gonna let the world's biggest dumbasses blow their savings on fake houses and then crash into their own TVs, this might be the best thing to happen to the internet since they invented catfishing. So thank you, Zuckerberg. Unicorn dicks, here we come.
It's Halloween again, or as I like to call it, the stupidest time of the year. Because you've got dumb kids coming to your house begging for candy, and then you have everyone else trying to come up with a costume that's topical but also hot. Oh, look at me, I'm sexy quid pro quo. What does that even mean? But Halloween also means businesses are pretending they're cool by coming out with spooky promotions, like this guy.
A car wash in Ohio is doubling down as a haunted house. Check it out. Customers can enjoy the spooky experience while riding through the car wash. These actors dressed in scary Halloween costumes will wipe down cars and scare customers. The frightening car wash costs $20.
Not only are you locked in your car in a haunted house, but you're gonna go home with what we think is the cleanest car in Ohio.
The cleanest car in Ohio. Who cares? It's still in Ohio. I'd rather have the second dirtiest car anywhere else. More importantly, why do you have to combine these two things? How busy are people? Are you really just sitting around like, yo, I got time for a haunted house or a car wash. I can't do both. And how is this even scary? I'm not scared of Freddy Krueger if he's working for me for tips. But if you want a haunted house that has less sitting and more crapping your pants, then you're in luck.
The country's scariest haunted house is offering $20,000 for anyone who can get through this thing.
So just to get in, you'll need to watch a 2-hour-long video, sign a 40-page waiver, bring a doctor's note saying you passed the physical, and have a safe word for when you want to give up.
The haunted house includes intense audio, lighting, extreme low visibility, gross stuff, close contact with creatures, they may touch you, and graphic and pretty real scenes of horror.
Now, the tour taps into your personal fears, such as being buried alive or drowning. The entire experience can last up to 10 hours.
Holy shit. Close contact with disgusting creatures that may touch you? That's not a haunted house. That's a sleepover at Jeffrey Epstein's place. Right? Look, can we all just agree that haunted houses are stupid? It's a bunch of losers yelling, boo! You're booing me? I'm booing you. Boo! Boo! That blood looks fake. Boo! The whole idea of a haunted house combines two things I don't want to do, okay? Be scared and go to someone else's house. I mean, if you want to spend money to have a shitty night, just go on a Tinder date, okay? Oh, wow, that's so interesting. I've never met anyone who likes to travel before. Honestly, the scariest thing about Halloween is how corporate it is, okay? You can't do anything without running into promotional bullshit.
Just in time for Halloween, Burger King's introducing what they're calling the Ghost Whopper.
Chipotle is back with its annual burrito deal for Halloween. If customers come in dressed in costume on Halloween, they can get a burrito for just $4.
In honor of Halloween, the coffee giant is debuting. Check it out right there, the Phantom Frappuccino. It is a black and green drink.
The food product designed to look like slime contains charcoal powder to add the black coloring. Well, activated charcoal is banned in New York City because of safety concerns tied to it.
Damn, that drink got banned in New York? Do you know how bad that coffee has to be to be considered a health risk in New York? This is the same city where pizza gets delivered by a rat, right? So, yo, and if you ask me, all these gimmicks are so unnecessary. Fast food is already scary, okay? Just put a flashlight under your chin and read the list of ingredients.
Wow, Ronnie, you're really not into the season. Are you, do you celebrate anything Halloween?
Oh, yeah. I love getting in the Halloween spirit. I buy candy, and when trick-or-treaters come to my door, I eat it in their faces to show them that nothing in life is free.
Ronny Chieng, everyone!
The coronavirus is not just making people sick, it's also making people stupid. And the misinformation going around online is even more viral than the disease.
With coronavirus spreading rapidly around China and parts of the world, social media companies are now faced with another problem: misinformation.
Fake alerts suggesting that Chinese Red Bull, fortune cookies, or Mee-Goreng noodles could give you coronavirus. All of those fake.
One false claim said that drinking bleach could cure the virus.
Eating garlic, rinsing your nose with saline, or putting on sesame oil help prevent the virus.
Really? Some people think eating garlic and sesame oil will prevent the disease. If that was true, no Chinese person would have it, okay? That's not a treatment for us, that's breakfast. It's like if a pandemic broke out in Rome and they were like, don't worry, you can't get the disease as long as you eat plenty of ravioli. And obviously, drinking bleach isn't gonna cure the virus. It's just gonna get the stains out, you idiots. And the coronavirus isn't just creating misinformation, it's also creating a lot of stupid-ass racism.
The coronavirus outbreak has led to complaints about a rise in anti-Chinese sentiment around the world. In France, for example, a regional newspaper has had to apologize for this headline that used the phrase yellow alerts, while scenes like this one you're about to see here are widespread of people appearing to cover their face just because they're sitting next to someone who's Asian.
CNBC is reporting that Lyft and Uber drivers are refusing to pick up passengers with Asian-sounding last names out of fear of the coronavirus, saying it isn't safe to pick up those riders.
Okay, wait, so Uber drivers aren't picking up passengers with Asian-sounding names because they're afraid of the coronavirus? Yo, if anyone's taking a health risk in an Uber, it's me, okay? Getting in the backseat of your Nissan Sentra? Yo, this one time I was in an Uber pool with the monkey that started Ebola. That was crazy. I mean, he lived all the way on the other side of town. Also, it must be tough for racist drivers who discriminate based on Asian-sounding last names, because they'll be like, Robert E. Lee. Nah, I can't risk it. The point is, we gotta stop thinking of this as an Asian virus. Okay, yes, it started in Asia, but any human can spread it. So if you're gonna be a dick about it, you gotta avoid all people, okay? That's why I spent the weekend at a Tom Steyer rally. Even he didn't show up. But what's really stupid is people who seem to care less about the health crisis and more about when they're gonna get their stuff.
Tesla tanking. It was announced that its Model 3 shipments for February would be delayed due to its Shanghai factory being shut down and the coronavirus fears.
75% of hockey sticks used in the NHL are made in China. Those factories have stopped production to slow the spread of the virus.
The coronavirus could slow shipments of the iPhone. Many of the phones, along with Apple's iPad, are shipped from China's Wuhan area. Consumers could see a delay of 1 to 2 weeks in getting their phones if the virus isn't contained soon.
Oh no, you're gonna have to wait 10 extra days to get your iPhone. I'm sorry all these people dying is making it harder for you to take night shots of your dog. And so what if your Tesla's delayed? Just take an Uber this week, okay? Unless you're Asian, in which case you're shit out of luck, okay? I mean, have fun going alone to the airport, Ebola monkey.
Wow, Ronny, I'm not gonna lie, this seems to be a real problem.
Yeah, I know. Why is the Ebola monkey even flying? Like, where's he going? He's not wearing a mask. It's like he doesn't give a f***.
No, I mean, you don't seem to be worried about the disease itself. Is there any reason people should be concerned?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a serious illness, and it's a serious problem. But in the United States, there's only 13 confirmed cases, okay? The greater danger here is the stupid racism. There's no reason to be weird around Asian people.
Right, I guess, yeah, because statistically, they probably don't have the virus.
Exactly. Don't stereotype Asian people. Also, there's a good chance they're doctors, so they can help you out if you are worried, okay? It's the 4th of July, that time of year when Americans who don't watch MSNBC celebrate the nation's birthday. But no matter who you are, every American loves to celebrate in the stupidest way possible, by blowing shit up. Yeah, I'm talking about fireworks. It's a tradition that goes back to when the Founding Fathers filled the Liberty Bell with M80s, which is how it got that crack. Look it up. But believe it or not, setting off bombs for fun can also be dangerous. and most people are too stupid to realize it.
According to the CPSC, in 2018, more than 9,000 were injured in fireworks-related incidents, the majority in a 30-day period around July 4th.
The UPMC Mercy Burn Center, the Burn Prevention Network, and the City of Pittsburgh partnered up to show just how dangerous fireworks can really be.
3, 2, 1. Watch what happens to this child mannequin who's holding mortar rounds, the kind of mortar rounds you can buy at a fireworks stand in many states. Watch what happens when we light the fuse. It takes about 6 seconds for him to get out of the way, and the blast can be significant.
Okay, look, if little Timmy over here is dumb enough to take fireworks to his hands, then he probably wasn't gonna survive that long anyway. But he's not alone. Fireworks are basically a trap that humans fall for every year. It seems like a great idea. Oh, wow, colors in the sky. Next thing you know, you're learning how to brush your teeth with your feet. By the way, can we leave watermelons out of this? I feel like half the global crop gets wasted on these stupid safety videos. I mean, if you're gonna blow up a fruit, at least do the world a favor and go with a honeydew. That shit's disgusting. Now, it would be bad enough if people were just burning themselves with fireworks, but part of this tradition is burning everything else too.
Fireworks season is the most stressful for firefighters. According to the most recent data from the National Fire Protection Association, fireworks were to blame for an estimated 19,500 fires reported to local fire departments nationwide in 2018.
The National Safety Council says fireworks are to blame for, get this, more than 18,000 acres worth of wildfires each year, including 1,300 structure fires, 300 vehicle fires, and nearly 17,000 other fires. And the Department of Forestry and Fire Management goes so far to say fireworks should never be used, regardless of the time of year.
Okay, you know your celebration of America is stupid when it looks exactly like a terrorist attack on America. There shouldn't be this much overlap between an ISIS operation and your family barbecue. Fireworks are causing 18,000 acres of wildfires every year. That's messed up for the environment, and it's also not fair, okay? No way I'm gonna keep drinking through a paper straw while some guy's Roman candle is burning down the last redwood tree. And the thing about fireworks is that even when they work like they're supposed to, they're basically torture devices for the only thing stupider than humans: dogs.
This 4th of July holiday, roughly 1 pound of fireworks will be set off for every man, woman, and child in America. And around the country, there will be thousands of dogs freaking out about it. The sounds of the explosions and the vibrations can really spook your pooch.
We found videos all over social media of dogs freaking out. This giant pooch is terrified by loud fireworks and needs to be cuddled to calm down. This poor little guy found a strange place to hide, climbing into the fridge.
Are you afraid of the fireworks?
A similar scene at this household as a dog finds sanctuary in the dryer.
Good luck in that fight, though. If you think fireworks are scary, wait until someone bumps into the permanent press button. But look at what fireworks have done to our dogs. These things used to be wolves, and now they're in therapy? And if you think I'm exaggerating, look at this.
Todd hates fireworks, almost as much as Max hates fireworks. Adaptil is clinically proven to help dogs cope around fireworks time. Find out more at adaptil.com.
Yeah, they had to put actual pharmaceutical research into solving canine firework anxiety. We could have had a cure for cancer by now if you weren't launching surface-to-air missiles in your backyard. And as much as this is messing with dogs, who I really feel bad for is birds. Dogs are getting designer drugs to help them relax. Meanwhile, birds are up in the sky dodging rainbow balls of fire, and nobody gives a shit because they can't play fetch. So fireworks are dangerous, they're destructive, and they're ruining our dogs. But luckily, there's one piece of good news this 4th of July.
America is facing yet another shortage. This one might affect your 4th of July. The fireworks industry is warning the supply ahead of Independence Day will be down about 30% because of supply chain issues. Shoppers can expect a more limited selection, higher prices, or empty shelves.
Thank you, broken supply chain. I know you finally pay off one day. All those months of wiping my ass with printer paper were worth it. So yeah, fewer morons than usual will be able to buy fireworks this year, and the ones that do will be paying extra for the opportunity to blow their fingers off. And if you ask me, that's something worth celebrating. Oh, shut the f*** up. Everyone always says they want to be rich, but be careful what you wish for, because sometimes you can get so rich, you start doing dumb shit like this.
Silicon Valley is famous for its eccentric homes and outlandish property values, but the newest status symbol in the neighborhood is the chicken coop.
Scott Vanderlip's chickens make themselves right at home.
Are you going to come in the house?
The software engineer believes he's found the perfect antidote to computers and code, and has the big data to prove he's not alone.
There are thousands, maybe 10,000 chicken coops in Silicon Valley. I mean, there are a lot of coops.
That's right, Silicon Valley millionaires are adopting chickens as pets. Because what do you get the person who has everything? How about bird flu? It's like they're so rich and comfortable, the only thing left to do is pretend to be poor. And if that's true, why stop at poultry farmer cosplay? Why not try donating your plasma for a can of soup, or, I don't know, cleaning windshields at traffic lights, or being a public school teacher, you know, poor people stuff. And you're probably wondering, what do you even do with a pet chicken? Turns out, nothing.
The birds sometimes get a break from eating bugs with treats like melons and salmon. Caring for the chickens is a family affair.
Justin and I, we will come home in the evening after a stressful day at work and pull up our chairs and just sit here and watch the chickens go crazy.
Yeah, I don't think the chickens are the ones going crazy, all right? You're the ones drinking wine and watching birds poop on your lawn like it's Shakespeare in the Park. You're Silicon Valley, what are you doing? You give the world YouTube and Netflix, remember? You can't invite people over to chicken and chill. And it turns out these people don't even care about the animals, they're just showing off.
For the Valley's growing community of backyard farmers, the investment in heritage birds pays off in a status symbol of sorts. Colorful eggs that can be given as gifts to friends.
Yeah, what a great gift. I love when I'm having a Super Bowl party and my rich friend brings over raw, pale green eggs. Even the chickens must be like, what are you doing? Those came out of my chicken pussy and now you're handing them out like Cuban cigars? Listen, if rich people want to own chickens like third world farmers, whatever, right? The problem is when rich people pretend to be poor, they're still spending way too much money doing it.
Online, companies are hatching plans for do-it-yourselfers to build stylish backyard coops.
I built this coop especially for them.
Laura Menard's custom-built chicken coops have antique stained glass windows and detailing added by a master carpenter. Do you think your chickens are happier in there than they might be in some simpler coop?
No, I don't think they care.
You don't think they care. I know they don't care, all right? They're chickens. Oh, and by the way, if you're thinking about getting into this new chicken craze, I got some bad news. You're already too late.
I always tell people chickens are actually just the gateway drug to beekeeping. Beekeeping is the new thing, you know.
Are you suggesting that sometime soon somebody's going to say to me, backyard chickens, that's so 2018?
Exactly.
That's Silicon Valley for you. Hey, you just bought that new thing? Boom, it's obsolete. You like chickens? Well, you, it's bees now. But you know what, Trevor? I see what's happening here, okay? We're just going further down the evolutionary chain. That's why I've already invested in the next trendy pet, all right? I'm talking about leeches! That's right, Silicon Valley. Make like one of these guys and suck it!
Ronny Chieng, everyone!
Ugh, it's Christmas again. It's just another excuse for you people to send me stupid pictures of your family. Oh, great, another baby dressed as an elf? Wow, thanks for the reminder to get a vasectomy. But now, thanks to all these stupid world leaders not giving a shit about climate change, everything you love about Christmas is gonna disappear, starting with Christmas trees.
This year, your Christmas tree could wind up costing you more than you've spent in the past.
At this farm outside Los Angeles, the average tree costs around $100. Nationwide, a fresh-cut Christmas tree now averages $76, double what it cost in 2008. Blame it on climate change. Rising temperatures, wildfires, and drought have all made farming more challenging.
Yeah, that's right. Climate change is taking away Christmas trees. By 2050, they're going to be so expensive that the tree will be the present. Okay? How are you going to trick kids into behaving that way? Listen, you better be good all year or you're not going to get a Douglas fir for Christmas. Why do people want Christmas trees in their house anyway? All they do is shed pine needles all over the floor. If that's what you're into, just call me. I'll stab you in the foot for free. Right? And it's not just trees that are going away. Climate change is going to kill Santa's transportation, too.
In our Eye on Earth series, we'll take you to Santa's hometown in the North Pole, where climate change is threatening the reindeer population.
The reindeer feed even through the winter on lichen, a mossy plant they dig down through the snow to get at, except when all that thawing and refreezing means they can't. And when the snow turns to ice, what happens to the reindeer?
We have to feed them.
You know things are bad when your entire species depends on a guy in a weird hat, okay? I mean, what if he oversleeps one day? He'll be like, oh shit, my alarm didn't go off, now I need to dig a mass reindeer grave. And this is a big problem, okay? Because without reindeer, how is Santa gonna get around? He's gonna have to hitchhike around the world, trading rides for hand jobs, okay? But guess what? The climate crisis is coming for our New Year's drinks too.
Another popular consumer item that's expected to get a lot more expensive, Prosecco. Climate change is doing a number on the grapes that make the sparkling wine.
Paolo Tomasella says extreme weather is posing new challenges at his vineyard.
Climate change is a big problem. When it's hot, it's very hot. When it's raining, it rains very much.
Prosecco, he explained, should have low alcohol and high acidity, but high temperatures and earlier ripening produce the opposite effect.
That's right. Thanks to climate change, Prosecco is going to cost more and taste worse. Although, to be fair, if you cared about taste, you wouldn't be drinking Prosecco, okay, you peasants? Prosecco is just champagne that dropped out of high school, okay? You know what my holiday drink of choice is? It's good old-fashioned rubbing alcohol. That's right. Sure, it'll make you go blind, but that's when the party really starts. So, Happy New Year, everyone. Spoiler alert, 2020 is going to be worse.
Ronny Chieng, everyone.